on 7.5, so I think Crash kind of has to blow open the game, get them an early gold lead, and then maybe still the Rise 131 works out. But this is a comp that's demonstrably weaker on 7.5, and yet Longzhu is still sticking with it.
One thing I really do love is this is still a composition from Longzhu built around Crash, right? You pick Rise so that you've got that Rune Prison for the easy gank potential for Crash in the mid lane if he wants to turn up there. I mean, everywhere has lockdown CC potentially to try and get themselves a kill in the early game. Longzhu are trying to attack that early game of SKT that all teams seem to want to do if they want to take this one down, but we'll see whether it's going to be enough because Faker's Orianna should be able to bully.
But the struggle with that theory is that how much do you tip into the early game and then just auto lose if you don't win in the early game? It feels like if you have any backup win conditions, SKT just weathers the storm and wins anyway, so I mean, KT tried everything. They threw the kitchen sink, the Ziggs, everything, and it wasn't enough to take the games in the early game. Battling against SK Telecom T1. Good luck.
Yeah, it is still like, you know, a school child facing down a tsunami, though. Like, that is how it feels up against SKT.
Oh, well, look, Longzhu won a match last time. There's a chance, but as always, it's an old story, but it's a good one. SKT looking the favorites.
Well, we'll see whether they can do it as we hop onto the Rift for Game 1.
He is a fantastic Ashe player. Season 1 Ashe players, Ashe arrow accuracy, we remember, is oh so strong. This is the drop for Peanut. Ashe's already taken a lot of damage.
Yeah, another Venom Spite should be up relatively soon, but good safeguard there as Peanut gets over the top. Is in.
Red buff?
All command protect. No, that Krog not quite angry enough as there's the flash from Huni, but doesn't close the gap. The dredge line not there, and neither is the Riptide. Oh, cue the Benny Hill music as Crash makes his way out as Peanut still wants to take him down. They do stop the back as Huni's gonna back right there. Has some bad manners. There's the flash. Oh, the safeguard shield's enough as they do manage to get the first blood for the Elise. As Huni get out of the way of those minions. Oh my goodness, the Spiderlings are there in time as Expression evens it out. Both junglers die and Expression gets the double buffs. Oh, Huni.
How long on the cooldown? We don't see it.
And he's the one that took down the blast cone as well. Expression should be able to grab this kill.
He even interrupts the queue.
No way of getting over the top. Beautiful stuff from Expression. And Longzhu, the dream start. Fantastic start, definitely. Is now Huni looking to go down one more time. Crash grabs the kill. All too easy.
It's a fun one. We see it a lot over here, trust me. There's a reason that Monte Cristo is known for rotations. And speaking of rotations.
Yeah, Peanut in exactly the wrong position. Does get himself over to the Krugs.
He's also on the wrong side, too.
This is behind enemy lines. Peanut at least buys himself some time with that one and now says, this is an Owen Wilson time, you know, like behind enemy lines as you can get, as Expression says, I'll continue my snowball, please.
That playbook is gone. This is all adaptation from SKT.
Well, at the moment, it is going to be Peanut locking down that blue buff, and in goes Huni. Great position from him as Crash is very, very low. Good kick onto the Nautilus, gets himself out of the way, and Fly's going to be able to pick up that kill, making it the 5th for Longzhu. Faker. Is the Shockwave going to be available as there's a flash forward? Gorilla just gets taken down. Good exhaust before he falls, but that's the 2-man Shockwave they were looking for. Expression stands united, but it's not enough. And SKT, they always seem to find it. The team fight that they were looking for. Another Mystic Shot lands onto Fly, and Peanut closes the gap. Can the skill shots hit him? And oh my god, Peanut threads the needle. Gorilla finally shows up. The Inspire is now going to be there to move that Ashe a little bit more quickly, but trading the flashes is Fly.
We're going all in, boys.
Yeah, he's going to realm walk his way forward as Faker does have to use the cleanse, but he's still going to fall down. That's going to be Expression grabbing his 4th kill of the game, and now this turret should definitely fall with 5 members of Longzhu here. That's exactly the type of play that we wanted to see out of this team.
The most all-in play I've seen from Arise in a long time. Shen ult preeminently to make sure that the moment the realm walk came through, they had access to the taunt. It is not been this strong in a long time. That's why all play the Ruin King uses a powerful Peanut.
Yeah, arrow's going to land on a Peanut. Gets kicked back as well. Beautiful kick flash there from Crash as Fly makes his way in. Bang, still a lot of damage. Still able to pressure out Longzhu just a little bit. You can see Huni moving around. Actually, no, that's Faker towards the top side of the map.
It's time. Baron versus Orianna.
They get themselves in there, but oh god, Realm Warp comes in. That's a 1-person Shockwave onto Fly. Stands United comes in onto Fly himself as the Baron getting taken down relatively low. That's 5 versus 5 now. This battle's ridiculous as Faker's already taken down Crash, but Prey takes the Baron That's going to be an extra kill as well onto Peanut. Wolf in trouble. Prey grabs himself his second. Huni gets arrowed to the face. The Nautilus taking a lot of damage, and Ingo's crash. Bang has to use the Arcane Shift to get himself out as well as the heal, and Huni's going to have to give himself up for dead, and that is a flat-out team fight that Longzhu win on SKT's turn. Wolf is actually going to get snared by the volley. Spray's going to be able to clear out. Nope, not actually. It's Bang moving forward. Blade of the Ruined King, speaking of which, going to be used. Gorilla taking a lot of damage. Good bubble from Wolf as well. Does secure the kill onto the Karma. Dissonance doing a fair bit of damage. Faker taking so much, though. Not even sure what that was, as Prey now relatively low on the back end. Expression is in there and is very, very tanky.
In the game, and SKT have to react. So much harder to be as clean when Longzhu are running the playbook.
Well, right now, we want to talk about the items. That's an extra needlessly large rod for Fly, but the important stuff is more of Malmortius done, but we're going to have to wait for that one as Wolf is being caught out. Really nice taunt as he's going to be taken down by Prey. The kickback onto Faker, he's not going to be able to get that massive shockwave unless he can move forward, as Huni's taking so much damage. Yes, this Ashe doing so much work. That's what happens when you've got 6 damage items. Longzhu now continue to push forward, moving towards a potential Baron now in 5 seconds.
You'll wonder why they didn't keep going. They're respecting the shockwave from Faker. Still available, never used in that fight. Baron respawns with Blade the Ruined King and this high attack speed. They're going to take it fast. SKT looking to fight, but double Mountain Drake's too late.
Yeah, it's most definitely dead, as Longzhu now looking to try and get themselves out of the pit, respecting that ball so much.
Ashe will be back again in just a moment, but I think maybe we'll see the disengage. Longzhu walk up because they have that Ashe arrow.
Expression, that wasn't the Stand United though. Thankfully that was just Gorilla.
They have to keep this up because Shen will take this if they don't relent in the top lane. That's why they keep pushing around top. They're going to draw one person, but it's not going to be Wolf. It's not going to be enough. This will be the... There's nothing they can do. They have to make something happen somewhere else.
And that may actually even buy Longzhu even more pressure here towards the top side, because Super Minions now crashing on the Nexus turrets.
And Bang is so frustrated. He just wants
Faker,
to fight.
Another one, but there's the flash kick. And Faker's taken down. No shockwave to happen. The hula hoop was almost there, but not there enough. And Huni now, he's trying to frontline, but that's not what you want to do when all of that magic damage is dead. Bang wants to take down Fly. I wonder whether he can. No, he can't. Fly just flashes on him. Fly picks up the kill. Huni's going to die. This will be game 1 going to Longzhu. It's happened before, and we'll see now whether they can do it twice in a row.
But such an excellent game played by Longzhu. Prey played out of his mind, still has not died. 8-0-2. Longzhu once again beat SKT in a game, and what a game it was. And push, but I just feel like the things that top lane Echo does well is lane well against Rumble, and literally almost everything else is so weak compared to the other pool of top laners that even with the bans, I don't think it justifies being picked, but it still could be Proto Belt into Sunfire Cape or just a pure tank. We'll wait and see. The jury's out on where we go with the Echo build.
Yeah, I like Pseudo Tank. Yeah, Pseudo Tank's a cool idea for Echo as well, but I mean, the general build, if you're going mid lane AP, is going to be that Proto Belt into the Lich Bane anyway, so you're still going to have a little bit of health. But this is going to be an exciting matchup. Whether Bang can
game plan's the same.
Get those skates back out.
1-3-1.
Yep.
Get those turrets, put Ashe in the mid lane to wave clear. Cassiopeia having to rotate second just like the Orianna is going to be a bit frustrated, so game plan doesn't train for Longzhu. SKT got the counter pick. Gotta trust in Faker, but this could be Longzhu with a big statement series if they could win.
We'll see whether they can do it as we hop onto the rift for game number 2 between SKT and Longzhu Gaming.
And now Peanut.
Oh, Expression in trouble. There's the phase dive, the flash forward. Fly turns up, but a bit too late. And that is going to be first blood going to Peanut. 1 versus 1. Flash has to be used as Faker comes round. Fly, there's the flash forward. Faker so much damage, immediate cleanse. And he's going to try and chase this one down, but doesn't land the second poison. A lot of damage here from Fly, and makes it underneath his turret. Beautifully played from this Rise.
That was some nice dancing from Fly, like you said. He's going to face check, though.
Oops. This is very dangerous. Peanut seems to be cleaning up everything.
He's going for a turnaround. We're still fighting.
Yeah. Leap not available. Miasma comes through as well, and my goodness, all of these players playing with fire.
Yep.
Yeah. Going to take 1 tick of the equalizer, and is now just going to try and get the heck out of there. Good ultimate. But that's another one from Faker. Expression flashes. There's the flash from Prophet, who's still tanking up the turret. Crash moves his way out. Is anyone going to come over here to try and help out? Prophet dies. and that is going to be Prey falling, Bang, sorry, falling on the bottom side of the map. Faker now kiting around, Crash is going to die, but that's 2 kills on the bottom side of the map. What the heck happened? We got to see this replay. That was so
got stunned,
close
but
to
here's
not
the
getting
meanwhile, as you know, Prey and Gorilla are trading. There's a big HP advantage, and look at Gorilla man-moding into the front line, and still the slow, buying enough time. That was a sick 3v2,
Yeah.
and Prey and Gorilla specifically playing to the limits of the Lulu.
And that,
going Trinity Force to answer our previous
like
questions,
which
which will be
extra
good for
damage.
split pushing, but team fight for that Echo has always been a big question mark.
Flies like Crash, why aren't you auto-attacking this turret? I don't do any damage. This parallel convergence is coming in. Expression can get a potential stun, but not anymore. Fantastic equalizer as Peanut cleans up another one. Actually goes to Prophet. Expression gets himself in with the ultimate. Arrow lands onto Faker, and that's going to save his life. But Fly had already fallen down. It's Prey and Bang now battling this one out. The Culling clears out the minions. He can't go fast enough. The wall's there as well.
No, he's going to get there first. He needs to go all in now, Prey, or he's dead.
Makes his way to the brush. This is a big deal. Minions are going to be there. That's going to stop Prey from moving forward, and that was so close. And he's going to move
Not
his way
spotted
up.
yet.
Realm Warp's going to get himself in there. Parallel Convergence coming in, but Prophet's actually just
Flash.
fighting Expression. Okay. Throws down the ultimate. There's the flash from Fly. Good flash from Prophet, though, as the equalizer does go down. Expression gets his way out. Can Fly actually finish this one off? As Prophet's got the fancy feet, but not going to be enough. There's going to be Fly picking that one up. Faker, you saw him moving down towards the bottom side as there's Crash. Peanut uses the ultimate. Gorilla possibly in trouble. Wolf turns up, but no slow from those Void Spikes. Expression just going to be able to bide as much time as he possibly can because the Baron has actually been started. Peanut's going to turn up. The rest of the 4 members of Longzhu are here. Teleport comes in, and Longzhu now feel like they're committed. Oh my goodness, the steal from Peanut! And this could be all over. Crash dashes his way out, a double kill instantly from Faker as he wipes the floor of the carries of Longzhu, and Peanut even able to take down Crash over to the side. Gorilla just has to get himself out. It was a cute play, but maybe a little bit too cute.
And that's over.
Yeah.
Split push Dream's dead. Longzhu 2-0 Dream, soon to die also.
Hey, you don't know that, man. Prey's actually going to get turned on, though. Good arrow onto Bang. That equalizer was fantastic. As Gorilla, the first casualty. Tower falls down. Crash has to flash his way out. Fly's in trouble. He's going to get eliminated. And that's going to be the double coming out as Peanut is just wiping the floor with Longzhu. Now just doing laps of the Nexus as well, as Nexus turrets are going to fall. The 32-minute victory here for SKT as we go towards Game 3. Opposition from Longzhu. It felt like that Orianna takeaway really affected what could have been an incredible team composition. Now still a good one, but not, you know, that incredibly powerful ball carrying composition with the wild growth potential on that Rengar.
Still a lot of initiation and a Vladimir to be another thorn in the side in the front line in the late game. So this means that Ashe will probably be pretty exposed in this game. Doesn't really have much of a support line because Lulu's going to be more interested in zooming people into the fight. So probably going to be an Ashe arrow, a bit of damage, and then death, just invariably in fights, and the rest of the team trying to dive onto Lucian, who can, as we said, especially on 7.5 with the animation cancels, basically have massive hyper mobility. So Longzhu going for the dive, and SKT doing what they do best.
Yep, just playing whichever style of League of Legends they feel like at the time. But game number 3, our final game of the night, is about to get underway. Let's get onto the Rift as well. I know we're not supposed to look at our jungle farm, but that is still a big number.
A lot of Krugs.
Yeah, man has been Krugging a lot. There's the shockwave onto Fly, has the pull, throws down the Hemo Plague, teleport comes in, Crash is here just in time. Huge amount of health back from that Hemo Plague pop. As now Prophet's in trouble. Expression flashes forward. That's going to be first blood going over to Crash. And this is exactly what Longzhu needed to get themselves some momentum in Game 3.
Yeah, we saw an early advantage for Longzhu.
Yeah. Oh, there's the flash actually. Peanut doesn't manage to pick up the red buff, but makes his way in. He'll grab it by killing his opponent. Beautiful play and so aggressive from Peanut.
Yeah, but also it was like, why did you build it on? Like, why were you playing Ashe was the question there.
Well, Crash is actually going to jump onto a ward. That's not what he wants. Oh, just the edge of the sombrero is going to take him down. Hemo Plague comes in. Peanut will fall, but no!
Oh, he does it!
Peanut survives! Bang now trying to take down the bottom laners. It's all going wrong for Longzhu. Good whimsy though as Bang will fall. There's the volley. Peanut's going to come in. He's very, very low. Wolf ebbing and flowing. And oh, that volley was so close. Prey gets into the pit, makes sure he forces the flash as Faker is going to be slowed. There's the flash over the dissonance. As Prey's just not afraid of anything. That may even save this outer turret. No, it's not. Faker's going to turn up. Clockwork wind up. Takes down the turret. Just wants more Krugs. Loves the Krugs. This guy is now 3 members are going to collapse on. There's the teleport. Oh my goodness. Not what you want. Teleport answering here as Fly's going to find Profit. Bang gets rid of the little kitty cat very early on as Prey, not the one that wants to be trapped. Peanut grabs the kill. And Longzhu, it all falls apart. Now Peanut's going to grab Gorilla. That's the double. You cannot offer SKT any of these inches because they'll take all sorts of large measurements. And Arrow's going to fly forward. Peanut's going to get smacked up by it. There's the flash forward. Oh my goodness, the damage from the Hemo Plague is Fly going so aggressive. Oh, not going to get it is Faker. That was an optimistic use of the ultimate as Prey's just going to get picked off. It's going to be Faker that picks up the kill. Fly has ran out of all buttons that he can press to get out of the way, and Peanut just snags him with a Sonic Wave. SKT looking to try and close this one out as well, moving up towards the mid lane, and Expression underneath this turret should not be able to cancel this one out, and by close out I mean grab another objective. Looks like they most certainly are going to be able to as Gorilla. He's going to get locked down by the dredge line. Expression gets in. Very, very tanky. Crash turns up. Profit might be too deep. No twisted advance. That one's on cooldown. Actually going to be used to get back to a minion. And the minion wave then going to be cleared. So
trying to wash out. We could see 10 members in the top lane, and there's the teleport.
Yeah, Arrow is going to land on
Faker
as well as Fly. Half health at the moment, but isn't actually able to go too aggressive. The immediate pop with the shockwave is going to lock him down. Expression gets on top of Faker. Big knock-up with the Wild Growth as well as Gorilla may have sacrificed his life for it. Double kill now comes in, and Prey one more time in the wrong place. Crash and Expression cannot do enough as Faker is at least taken down as a consolation prize, but this should mean a 5-for-1 in favor of SKT. And Peanut is making this Lee Sin pick look so overpowered, it's ridiculous. And this turret is definitely dead. SKT poised to take the victory in our final game of the night.
And it feels like they've kind of had their best case team fight. I guess they could try and pick Profit, but he's very tanky.
Yep, and Fly almost dead here from just a couple of spells coming out. Expression now puts himself in the firing line, and he's the tank, but not looking like one at this point. Prey at least flashes his way out and can get some auto attacks in. Expression as well. Crash now waiting for the opportune moment to get his way in. Good pull there from Fly. Actually gets a shield and should make his way out. Gorilla has to move very quickly. Oh, there's the flash dredge line, but Prey just sidesteps it like a god. Gorilla will fall from a distance as Crash gets his way over to the side. Exhausted, now dead, as it is going to be Peanut picking up that kill. There's the kickback onto the Ashe as well, and Prey hasn't been having the greatest game of his career, and that is going to be that. The Vladimir falls down, that's the ace, and that's the game victory for SKT that cleaned things up in game number 3 with a very dominant win.